Hello, welcome in. Alright, today is PYS number 2, day 3, the final day for APAC. And we will begin the stream in a couple of minutes. Enough time to get a battle or two in. Maybe just one, we'll see. Depends how fast I die. Alright, hello. For those watching, I did raise my mic's volume a little bit because I'm speaking pretty quietly, it turns out. Reason for that is, if you don't know, one second, got my mic. If you don't know, it is like it's 3:48 in the morning for me, so I don't feel like being too loud right now. So today we'll be covering Group 1. I should have probably put that in the video description, but I didn't know until like 10 minutes ago, so, you know, that's how it goes. Boy, it's a long waiting time here. Aha, okay. You know, I could have sworn, if I'm not mistaken... Oh, that's not good. My FPS is down, like 60. One second, let's turn this off. Alright. Anyways, what I was saying was, yesterday I started the stream out with a battle in the rammer, and I think I was on the same map, same spawn. So it feels a bit like a Groundhog Day moment. That's fine. Alright, FPS is 70. I prefer to play like at least 100. Not sure what's going on with the computer, but it's no problem. The stream should be fine at 60 frames per second anyways. Let's set up for this lichen. Oh, hold on. Okay, we can HE pen, that's good to know. So we have a type. I think we need to enter the ball. So, what is this guy doing? He's got his adrenaline. Yeah, we need to get into the ball now. Okay. Wait, does he actually have the... Oh, wow. I think he actually has the small gun, that's crazy. Yeah, he does. Unless he's shooting premium shells, I don't know. So I think the premium shells on the big gun are also 160 alpha, if I'm not mistaken. It's getting into B, okay. Well, I honestly don't think the Yak's too much of a threat. So let's kind of push on these tanks over here. Whoa. Maybe two. Turn the mic down just a little bit, perhaps. There we go. Hold on, I can kill this guy. If the lag... Okay, there we go. Not really lag, it's just my ping. Not really lagging. It's not that bad either. 130 ping right now is pretty acceptable. Oh, dang it. Okay, it's fine. I just did more damage with that. Oh, he pinned that. Oh yeah, this turret is just like worthless. It is what it is. Okay, I better push now. Dang, that armor's good. Considering this is a tier 7, and I can't go through the front of that thing. Not bad, not bad. Do one. I think we have enough time for one match here. Another match, I should say. Oh, he missed. Alright, GG's. Should I risk it? I think I can risk it. Actually, you know what we'll do? We'll play another, play an 820 battle. Or maybe even the BT's SV. I don't know if we'll get matches anymore because I think we still get them. But I just recently got out of the 5v5 only. So... It's just, yeah, it's just 77 with bots, that's fine. Oh, I actually have one real player against me, okay. I gotta tunnel the cruiser for. Really not much to commentate on this, this tier 3 battle here, but we're gonna do our best. Honestly, I don't know if cap is the winning strategy here, but I'm gonna try it. Oh, actually, I wanted to focus the cruiser, so because I really care that much about a tier 3 match, and I've got to focus on the real player. Oh, nice. He's pushing him. Good. Let's go, bot. This is just wrong, honestly. Feel bad. Wait, did he just HE pen that? What the heck? So what's up with these Soviet like light tanks having no gun repression at all? Alright, either way, we got him out. Alright, let's go win the match. Like struggling to get this thing. I think it's got like maybe like less. Is it 5 or less? It could be 4 degrees. So really bad. Considering that a lot of the low tiers have like 15 degrees, you know, because their guns are like super lightweight and there's like, yeah, like realistically we would have a lot of gun depression, so they do. Like I can't even shoot the M7. I have to go all the way over here. Hopefully they fix this in Reforged, give the these tanks a little more. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me! A little more of some attention. I noticed the 820 is not too bad, but like the BT7 as well is horrible. Just really bad. So we've gotta be careful with the health here. Oh dang, 132. That's a hard hitting shell there. And we just run away. And we'll get this kill first. Nice. Maybe we can get a shot into the 820. Yes. Alright, I think I went into the turret of that teammate. That's fine. Looks like the room invite should be out now, so I didn't need to shoot him there. So we should be ready to go, although we still have to wait about another minute or so. But I will join it anyways, so I can set up my room preview overlay. Okay, alright, let me switch to BRB. Alright, so with about 2 minutes remaining, we have our first match of the day. It's going to be 93942 Hibernation. I might just call him Hibernation versus G1OR7, which I was saying Glory last night, or yesterday, whatever for me. I might just refer to them as Elites because that's their team name. We'll see. And again, our first match of the day is going to be Castilla, which is fun. Maybe not for the players, but it's fun to watch. Alright, so with a minute left, let's go over the lineups. Hibernation team is running 5 Kronwagens, a Felice, and an RHM. It's a good idea to run a light tank on Castilla because of how open the map is and how important it is to not cede either side of the map. You have to control the windmill side, the heavy side, and the town, or I should say not the town, but the castle, or the whatever you want to call it, the hillside. So elites, glory, or whatever, are running 5 Kronwagens as well. Also a Felice, but their light tank is the Vickers, which is actually going to be a decent counter to the RHM. The RHM has its own strengths, but the Vickers' strength is being able to send Hesh, or even maybe the standard HE, straight through the front of the RHM. So might give the elites team a bit of an advantage there, we'll see. And this will be best of 5 as well, so we're in for a bit of a long one, because I imagine these Castilla matches are gonna go to 7 minutes, I imagine. A lot of them have, but perhaps I could be wrong, we'll see. Either way, it's starting in 5 seconds. Alright, match 1 is away for this semifinals in PYS Day 3, Group 1, PYS number 2. And we can see immediately that the elites team is sending a majority of their tanks over to the seaside. 3 tanks in the Kronwagens. Alright, excuse me, that's only 2 Kronwagens, and actually the rest are going to be going through the middle there. Vickers going to hillside as the GIX team? I thought there was 93942. Either way, Hibernation team is stacking up nice center in the center of the map. No pressure on A yet for either team, although the elites team does have that Vickers. Kron is getting its way over there. It'll be spotted for a while. We do see 3 tanks into mid. Wow, interesting. Heavy is going to grab that fast cab. We do see some resets come out. More resets pouring in. The elites team not able to secure the B cap yet. They are bleeding quite a bit for it, although Trap from Hibernation taking some damage, as the cap is not there yet, although eventually they're going to get it. They do secure it. The question is, Mimi on a one-shot, is that tank going to be worth giving up? Although the trade is taken there, as Trap from Hibernation does go down, so even six tanks left for either team, and elites sitting on the B cap, which is a very tricky one to get. We do see some pressure on the A cap now. That pack grabbing A, and we do see that the elites team has pretty much ceded the castle side, so that will give Hibernation their cap as well. Of course, being down on points, they're going to be forced to make a play at some point. You do see a bleed going from across the map, and actually the seaside is going to be probably taken by Glor, although they might just be pushing on Sorry, I've got life here. He needs to be careful. He's a bit isolated from his team, and dumping into the Rainy. Not a bad idea, considering he's probably going to go down pretty fast. Does get his clip out, helps his team, gets the kill, and now it might be his turn, although we do see the other Kronbug, and that's Me Espresso coming down to help. And let's see how much damage these Kronwagens will do. As well as a Felice. That's Me Espresso being the target. He's going to go down very shortly. down to a one-shot now, is picked up. Gotta zoom out here, we do see Kaka go down to Frozen, which leaves the Elites team in a bit of an awkward situation. Down 2 tanks and a lot of HP. Hibernation played this really well. Sending those 3 Kronwagens through C just took too much time, I would say, and gave Hibernation lots of strength to get back and take out the remaining Glory tanks, or Elites tanks. Hibernation also doing a great job on cap. We're able to retake B as I was looking over here, watching these Kronwagens make the push here. So just really well executed by Hibernation. Took that one very dominantly. Alright, so well done to Hibernation, grabbing that first win. Well, what to say? I think the only thing I'm going to mention is that the Elites team sending 3 tanks pretty slowly all the way over into Hibernation's spawn did prevent, and actually I would say that the Kronwagen that was present from the Hibernation team, good job of rolling back, was able to share the HP, and just took those tanks out of the fight for a long time. There's a lot of guns gone and just left the rest of the team kind of split. So didn't really work out. I'm curious to see the rotation perfected later, perhaps leaving the A side. Just wasn't very coherent, but we'll see it better, I'm sure. And of course, this sponsor flipped. I can do that now. A little bit of time, we can review the lineups. We do see Hibernation running 2 light tanks right now. RHM worked out well for them. Excuse me. Yes, it did. RHM did work out well for them. And they're going to be running the T100 as well. And we just see a 2 Krons dropped and a concept picked up as well. Elite's running pretty similar lineup, actually. Actually, it's like pretty much identical. Just instead of T100, it's the Vickers. So both teams deciding to pick up a concept, drop 2 Kronwagens, and pick up an extra light tank. Let's see what happens. Is Elite going to even this map out, or is Hibernation going to take a 2-0 lead? Zoom out real quick and let's see the initial positions here. We do see the Elites team sending 2 Kronwagens over to the C side. And then we do see 1 Kronwagen from Hibernation. We do see some tanks going into the middle, and then 4 tanks heading over to A side. Interesting. Hibernation stacking that up. This Vickers is going to be kind of lonely for now until the concept Kron and Felice from Elites gets over there. And they're going to take some bleeding damage as well. Light tanks getting the positional advantage there. And we do see Hibernation stacking up quite a bit on the A side, like I mentioned. RHM moving back, and actually, I take that back. They are kind of leaving the castle side. They do have tanks on this side, but they're not going to be contesting the castle directly. Do see a bit of an HE splash going to silence there. If you have damage, you take it. That's how I see it. And that's how Hibernation sees it as well. We do see the Vickers Escaping Moon making a long rotation away from the A side over to the A. Will they go for a C cap, or is he just looking for spotting position? We do see Backpack mirroring that. We do see some damage going into FRXZN. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. So far, HP relatively even. Elite's team is up by about a shot or two. And no caps have been attempted yet, which is a little interesting, but on Castilla, we know that caps are a premium. Boy, the sound of that engine's a little distracting. I think I'm like spectating Backpack, if I'm not mistaken, in the T100. Hard to say though. And he is targeting, or he's saying attention to Sector 4, which is A side. So I'll be curious to see if we are going to see some movement over there, maybe a rotation. Notable that Hibernation does have a lot of tanks over there already. 4 tanks, and of course the T100 is going to be easy to rotate back. Chronic Felicia, not so much. You see some spots here. Kaka does get spot and shot as well from Backpack. But my FPS is suffering here, down to 30 FPS. I'm so sorry, guys. If I knew what the issue was, I would fix it. So just some pretty passive gameplay. I'm gonna put the HP away temporarily, just so we have a little bit of wider view, because on Castilla, I like to just kind of circle a map, so I can, I'm not missing anything, and then move in closer if needed. Do see tanks have been pretty static, as we're down to 3 minutes now. And no supremacy points, no pushes quite yet. Each team betting that it's better to wait. Into the Rainy does get spotted. From experience, I can tell you these matches are pretty nervy. You're just kind of waiting around, and the comms get a little quiet, and you're just wondering what's going to happen. Speaking of it, we do see Backpack in the T100 moving out away from the seaside. He's going to be rotating over to A, I imagine, and the Kronwagen as well, so we should be seeing a pretty large push, I would imagine, from Hibernation over to the A side, who does have Kaka out there. We do have, oh sorry, excuse me, we do have Into the Rain and the Concept down in the river, and the RHM Mini as well, but if Hibernation does send this with all their tanks, they would potentially have a large advantage. The Vickers able to rotate quickly if needed. Down to 2 minutes now. Should keep an eye on the clock like I mentioned earlier. And I believe the tiebreaker is damage. I'm just going to mention that. I think it's damage. I don't believe it's HP. So it's hard to say who's winning, because it doesn't really say. I could try to do the math right now. But I would imagine that it is probably Elite's team winning on HP damage. If that goes down to the tiebreaker, I would probably expect, even with a minute 20 left, probably going to see an attempt on cap or something, but what's the likeliness of a kill? It's not very high. Backpack taking quite a bit of damage. That could be very damaging to the team's chances of winning the damage tiebreaker. Just a minute on the clock remaining and nothing happening. It could be that... Oh, look at this. This could be interesting here. Escaping Moon getting onto C, and all they have is the RHM, who does get the spot and shot in. Felice able to dump as well. This could be bad for Escaping Moon. Is Felice going to be able to gets him down nearly to a one-shot? Vickers on 375 HP, 40 seconds remaining, and Florikia takes some more bleeds. Do you see the stack here? Double Kron's going to get into the cap. And who's going to be able to reset them? Gotta see Hibernation making an attempt on A, but we do see, yeah, Glory does get the cap. 20 seconds, they're able to get the C cap off. And there's just not enough time for Hibernation to respawn unless they're able to get a quick kill here, but we know the Vickers is going to be away from the combat, not going to want to get spotted here. 10 seconds now. And he should just, Florikia, sorry, excuse me. 5 seconds. Is he gonna go? 1 second remaining. And wow, it's just really, what a game. What a game there. Each team leaving it to the very end to make a play. And in the end game, Elite's able to get the cap and get heavier bleed. Not that it really mattered after they got the cap. But really interesting. So we go 1-1. Castilla split. And for match 3, we are headed to Black Goldville. Wow. Just give me a second to set my trailer up. But how exciting was that? I'm going to have to kind of go over it. Oh, actually, I can't really do it. Let's go back to Castilla. We have about a minute left. So in the end game there, we did see that Hibernation stacked a lot of tanks over just kind of behind A cap, not able to really, or not willing to, I should say, move into A. And Elites tried to get cap with a Vickers, got spotted, had to retreat after dropping to a one-shot, but all they had to do was just dump 2 more Krons into C, and they had that for free. Hibernation just kind of slow to the punch there, and they had plenty of time, so I'm sure they'll be thinking about how they could have done that differently. And like I said, in addition to that, even if there hadn't been, a minute remaining, Elite's team was doing a great job of bleeding out that Felicia and getting more bleeds. They had a significant HP lead into the end game there. Anyway, so we're going to switch to Black Goldville. And quickly, 15 seconds, we see Hibernation running 2 Felicia rest Kronwagens, 5 Kronwagen, and then Elites running 5 Kronwagens as well, a Felicia and RHM instead of another Felicia. Alright, here we go, Black Goldville. Alright, match 3 is underway. We see some blind shots, or hear some blind shots coming out, but nothing. Oh, actually, oh my god, take that back. Krons from either side bleeding, and that's quite remarkable. I just expected nothing to happen, but yeah, anyways, so Elite's taking most of their team over to, actually splitting, I should say, 3 tanks over to C, and then 4 contest A and B side. And Hibernation stacking more of their tanks over to A. We do see a cap attempted, and I don't think a reset is going to be possible. Silence trying to get over there in time. Does get spotted, and gets the reset! Ooh, wow. Brutal. But he's going to stay on it anyways, because he didn't really bleed much damage. Silence taking quite a bit of damage now in return, and Sorry Gotta Go is backing him up on the cap there. So early reset, able to help Elites get the C cap, but they do take quite a bit of damage. They're down about 2,000 damage now. Early game, that could be crucial in the late game. I do see Escaping Moon rotating all the way around. Curious to see if he's going to be poking into the spawn of Hibernation, or if he's just going to stay roughly close to that C cap. Just looking for information. As the rest of Hibernation's team makes their way into the middle of the map. I'd say map control's roughly even, although Personally, I think the A-B side is a little bit better than the B-C side to hold, just because there's a little bit more terrain to cover behind, and the B-C side is, you know, the town, so it's flat, easy to get damaged, hard to hide. Notably, we do see that Silence is dug into the corner of the map there. Could be an interesting position, hard to take a Kronwagen out of there. But also means that he'll be slow to rotate out of there if needed. Mini trying a blind shot, not landing. That's okay. Why not, right? Got plenty of ammo. Notable that my FPS is so much better. I guess it's because Castilla's PBR map. So up to 90 FPS now. I know that doesn't matter for you guys because it's all 60 FPS for you anyways, but with nothing going on, might as well talk about something. We do see That's Me Espresso moving closer to the B side. He's going to try to make an attempt there. We do have a reset from Shinji, possible reset, but he would expose himself to a lot of fire, so he's not looking for it. Into the rain, he's not able to get it. And are we going to see it? Yes, he does get the reset and is able to get back, but does take a shot in return. 2 shots in return now. And it looks like he doesn't want to continue that, so that will allow Hibernation to grab the beat cap relatively uncontested. Nothing going directly into their path. We'll zoom out there and we do see some speed boost. Looks like the Elites team making a play into the A side. You see some bleeds coming out. Just want to make sure, pan over here, nothing going on. Alright. Wow. Big damage goes into Kaka. It's pretty low, and Silence also not looking very healthy. Trap, lots of HP. Silence is going to be a one-shot, but won't be able to be picked up by T444P. Sorry, I've got a life moving forward, looking to get the kill now. And we do see a big advantage here for Hibernation. They do secure that first kill. Silence going to go down pretty quickly now. So plays into the center of the map. Don't want to miss that. This is kind of the crucial fight here. Hibernation on 980 points is going to be, yeah, it's inevitable. They pick up their 1,000 points and they take match 3. Come on, get me out of here. There we go. Alright, so very quickly, let me just go over that, because that was quite interesting. So we did see that the Elites team was able to have an early reset on A, but it ultimately didn't matter. They bled quite a bit of HP trying to get that reset, and although it did allow them to get the C cap before the A cap was picked up by Hibernation, ultimately they were in a, I would say, just less desirable map position. After acquiring the A cap, the majority of Hibernation's tanks moved over to the center of the map to prevent resets, and then a tank just went down the middle. Was able to grab it, like I said, relatively unscathed. I think it was Shinji, bled quite a bit of damage, about 900 damage or so. Tried to get that reset, and again, like I said, it failed. And then from there, it just was an uphill battle for Elites. They, I would probably say, needed to move maybe all of their tanks into one area, but instead sent 3 tanks to get a clear on A, and then that just didn't really work out because they were down on HP. So it's tough to come back from an HP deficit and a cap advantage, or cap disadvantage. So just really well executed from Hibernation. They had their strategy and it worked out really well. Alright, 20 seconds. We do see Hibernation running pretty similar lineup. 2 Felicias and 5 Krons. And Elites, I think, running the exact same as well. I should say as last time. Alright, match 4 is away. We do see a blind shot goes into the Rainy. That's just so unfortunate, but that is the meta. Oh my god, there's APAC takes 2 shots there. That is insane. Honestly, it would be probably a good idea to, we'll get into that later. I just want to commentate here. So Escaping Moon tries the early cap, but needs to run away. T4 is going to get another shot there. 215, that's crazy. Quite a low roll even with the reactive. And that will allow T4 to get the cap, although we do see Silence and Raul trying to move in for a reset. And yeah, Silence a little bit too late there, not able to get it off. We're probably going to see Kaka move into C. Yeah, he's uncontested. Hibernation definitely favoring this side of the map. AB worked out for them well last time. So we'll see if they can work their magic once again. And we do see Shin Yi making his way over to B. This could be interesting. I gotta move over here quickly. Into the B cap. Is there gonna be anyone to reset? Not really. So that will potentially give Elites quite a huge advantage here. Yeah, he moved in at the perfect time. Does even get some bleed into That's Me Espresso. Oops, under the map. So we do see that the Elites team has moved quite a bit of their forces just into a defensive position. You can see they're ready to prevent any push, although if Hibernation does amass their tanks into one area, they could kind of overwhelm Elites. HP looking pretty even, slightly in Elite's favor, along with that cap, so it's now up to Hibernation. They worked their match, or they did well against the caps last time, so let's see what they can do, although they don't have that HP advantage they had last time. So Elite's learning from what happened last game. Take a quick look at the corner. We do see Escaping Moon way in the corner there, trying to get spots. And at some point, Hibernation can afford to wait a little bit of time, but can't let the points get too far ahead. They will have to make a play on B. Definitely not going to be C, just it would take too long to rotate. And we do see now that at least it's at 700, so tanks moving forward. Yeah, Atomic's going to be the one to step. Is anyone going to be able to reset him? Shinya takes 900 in return for that attempt. And it looks like he's going to be able to get it off. Now the question is, how will Elites respond to that? Not. Oh, I spoke too early. Kaka now dumping. Mini Student had a chance. Shinyi's going to get. He's going to go down. Atomic's going to go down for that attempt. And Elites on 820. 870 now with that kill. Kaka quite low. Is anyone going to be able to pick him up down to a 1 now? We do see Kron versus Archem in the C corner. Brawls happening everywhere. We got brawls here. Silence taking quite a bit. Felicia goes down. Shi goes down. And Elite's on 870. Just keep that in mind. So despite the 5v5, still in Elite's favor. Although Hibernation able to grab a cap and a kill there. Excuse me, they took the kill. They're down a tank now. So it leads to 940 and 910, although that trade is made there. Do you see Trap looking quite low? Does get picked up. It leads up to 970 now. And without a lot of tanks, we do have Escaping Moon on a 1, but he's way away from the combat. 1,000 points goes to Elites, so we have a 2-2. We're going to go to the final tiebreak. Wow. Each team trading blows and taking back wins. We're going to a tiebreak. Already very exciting in the semifinals. Can't wait for later in the stream. And the tiebreaker will be on Yukon. So let's get that going. Let's get it queued up. Wow. Very exciting set so far. quickly going to go over that. Oh, that's a little bit hard to because B cap was retaken over and over again. Just really great gameplay, man. I need like 3 angles to see what was happening. At least looks like they have finalized their roster. They have their strat picked out, ready to go. 4 Kronvagans, 2 Felicia, and Vigors. And Hibernation running 5 Kronvagans, Gem, and Felicia. If last night, or for me at least, the stream was about an hour and a half or so only. I could see us going to 2.5 hours if we keep getting tie breaks like this. All right, 5 seconds. Tiebreaker for semifinals. The upper is away. Hibernation moving towards B cap. Atomic's gonna grab that. And oh no, nope, change of plans. Change of plans. Hibernation is not gonna be grabbing that. They're forsaking the cap. Perhaps the Felicia will grab it. And Elite's not quite sure. They are not stepping C. They don't want to give that information away to Hibernation. They're in that position. Figures is spotted. He is backed up by a Kronwagen, so let's see. A corner not occupied. Actually, excuse me. Backpack occupying the corner on D. So we can see Escaping Moon is getting out of there. Not worth it. And are we going to see a big push here? Let's get over. Yeah, Raul stepping B will be taking damage from 2 tanks here. And he's going to get off and save his HP as the rest of the Elite's team is moving around. We could see a big dump into Florelica. And sorry, I've got life is gone. I wasn't even watching. He's gone. Wow, huge pickup for Elites there. Despite that, HP looking pretty even. But yeah, just got stuck away from the rest of his team. I mean, got the rotation happening now. And he was all by himself. My Lord RNG, tip of the spear. Hibernation trying to make an equalizer. Kind of just going though. Not the rest of his team's team is behind him, quite a bit away. But we do have a big bleed into Kaka, 1600 now, and he's gone. Wow, 2 Kronwagens put in work like that. And now Shinigi's by himself. He could get pushed on eventually when these Kronwagens are loaded. Do see the light tank brawl happening as well. Bad Pack versus Escaping Moon. Escaping Moon's going to have the huge advantage there with the HE. So Reactive not able to really help out. And now we see Felicia versus Felicia into the B cap. But he's looking quite low. He's going to go. Shinny has to go. So Hibernation, despite losing that Kronwagen early in the match, are rolling the momentum back. Refusing to get pinned, they're just picking off Elite's tanks one by one. Silence now the focus. And Felicia is going to be able to dump pretty hard there, and gone just like that. This 1v1 not over yet. Bad Pack had to pull back. Raul down to a one-shot, roughly. Yeah, rolled on Vapors, and does get picked up by my Lord RNG. Into the Rainy, trying to run away. Does get the pick. But now is the focus himself. You see a brawl happening over here. Kron versus Kron. And they're both empty. They're going to be one-shots. Excuse me, I missed this kill here. We knew it was going to happen. And Backpack grabs a kill, and just one Elite Tank remaining. Mini does win the 1v1. But that's me, Espresso, looking to take his team to the finals upper bracket. Hibernation takes this at 3-2. That was very exciting. Very exciting. I don't know what we're going to see next, though. We don't have enough today. Uh-oh. No. Very unfortunate. Honestly, not sure how that happens, but, you know, what can you do? Alright, so I don't know when my next match is. Usually we don't cover semifinals lower, we cover finals upper. So let's take a peek here, look at the chart. That's a glance. Okay, so that'll be at 3:51, and for me, which means we have a little bit of time, about 15 minutes until those matches start. So why not? Let's play the A20. Maybe we can get. Wait, did I research it? Oh, I did. But I just don't have enough credits, I think, to buy the KV1, right? Yeah. Okay, so we got to keep playing the rammer. 1 second. Oh, so I can keep getting a day of premium time? That's remarkable. Just do some missions and you just get like free premium. That's cool. Oh dang, I got 22 people watching. What the heck? That's crazy. Hello everyone. I'm looking at my stream on YouTube on my laptop, and it's, you know, like I had it didn't refresh the amount of viewers, so it was saying 1 because that was myself from earlier. I refreshed and now it says 22. That's crazy. That's like a lot of viewers. It's most I think I've ever had. So thank you, Wayman, for posting the links and pinging, I think. Oh, that is funny. Alright. In case you just arrived, we did see Hibernation Team, which is, I think it was 6-1X, if I'm not mistaken, or I don't know, it was 939-42 or something. Some discrepancy with the contact. Anyways, they're moving on, and we're going to see them play in the finals upper bracket in about 10 minutes or so, roughly. Closer to 15. Oh. There we go. Thank you, Tiger. I think you mean eat, right? Oh, I need already time for breakfast. Man, breakfast sounds good. I haven't eaten anything either. When this is done, I'm gonna hop in the shower, get some breakfast, and hopefully not go back to sleep, honestly. Nice to get that balance, that's important. Yeah, let's move over to this side. This thing doesn't have a lot of gun depression, so sometimes it's better to work this side here. KV3 in the back. IS-5 also doesn't have a lot of gun depression. I was gonna say that would be kind of crazy if that one hit. Okay. I really don't like to go down here, but I might have to do it because their heavies. Yeah, okay. I think I can fight against that Juto. If I can get him out, it's worth bleeding a little bit of damage. Although maybe not if I take a shot from Archim. So let's keep that in mind. I'm kind of wait for him to poke, honestly. That would be preferable. Although I think we'll just take the fight to him. Oh, he's turned around. Nice. Now we just need to pray that the RHM's not in the corner there. And I don't think he is, because he probably would have gotten shot already. Nice, got the bounce from the KV3. Which means we can get the pick. Uh-oh, hold on. Gotta back up. Oh, that's what I was concerned about. Oh! RHM just torched me, and then the IS-5 made it worse. No, move back, move back. You don't want to go. Not worth. Okay, well, we got a nice pick at the beginning there, but man, we have already bounced 1450. We would have definitely been dead already. Man, that RHM. Okay, we can take some blind shots now, because we know he's there. He's definitely watching. Imagine. Honestly, I would not be surprised if one or more of these hits. Oh, there's the RHM. Moved up quite a bit, but he's behind cover now. A shot? No, I went unspotted. Oh, there's something in the back there. The Astron, perhaps? I don't know. Okay, it's time to go back to spawn. There's the Astron. I might want to just camp, honestly. Like, I would feel horrible camping a heavy tank, but as a one-shot, gotta be careful. Wait, do we have a shot on the... No. YOLO. We take it anyways. Wait, that might have hit. I didn't see a splash dirt. It could have bounced too. Admittedly. Yeah, we don't have a lot of HP between the heavies. Like, Tiger's got some at least. That KV3 is pretty healthy, even though he's like in a terrible position. Like, he's not really helping his team out. Just being there is better than nothing. So maybe if we move to the middle, we might be able to get some shots in. Can we get the gun down? Kind of ramming into this guy. Just can't get the gun down. More gun depression would be great. Okay, we're gonna have to turn for the Astron. The Astron's a huge threat now. We're not gonna be able to reliably bounce anything, but we have to turn around for this. So that he doesn't take the corner and start getting shots into the rest of the team. Or he just rushes me and just kills me with a single shot too. That could work for him. Or maybe he's occupied. No, he sees me. He gets behind cover. RHM tried it. Someone did. I think it's RHM. Honestly, Astron's probably just going to be reloading or just going to rush me. That's what I would do. Oh man. Feels bad, man. I feel like I should have done more, but like... in this tank, just not a whole lot I can do. Also, what the heck was that shot? You mean serious? Yeah, I'm gonna die now to the IS-5. Oh, that was rough. Can't believe I had to put you guys through that. Sometimes just like that though. Oh, it was a pretty big bleed I took, but like couldn't really play on the top. Oh, I did get a blind shot, I think. Did I hit the RHM? I hit the Astron. No, that was the one of two. Oh, so I did hit the Astron. And I hit the RHM once. Okay, nice. Could have been even worse. Alright, just a little more time. We'll do another match or two. Wait, how much credits? 3. Did I lose credits in that game? Are you kidding? I did. That's crazy. I mean, it's not crazy, but like, that's... Dang. Oh man, another open map. Honestly, I think I'll do it. I wasn't really looking forward to the town anyways. It's like, if I go town, this thing doesn't really... I mean, look at how large that lower plate is, right? It's not even really lower plate, it's just the front plate. The whole thing is penable, I think. It's only like that upper plate, like that's very angled. I think it's a bounce, so If I go town, I'm gonna get massacred. And if I go into the hills, I won't be able to do anything over there, like the very hills over there. Because they're too steep to work it. My gun depression. So we're just gonna kind of play medium side. I do need to be conscious of anything that's over there. But it's gonna be too slow for me to get over there. It's just not worth taking the corner. Although this is like the awkward part now. So that's their medium tank. I am spotted. I don't want to get shot by their TDs, so I'm just gonna hold this position here. BMing. What I like to do, I'm just gonna fire the gun and see if I get spotted. No, okay. Oh, never mind, I was spotted, but like after I fired. Okay, Cherry Tear's running away. That's the Artichoke from last game. I back down here. Do I have shots? Gun depression is just killing me. I need to get something like a, I don't know. You know what? If I hadn't tried it, I wouldn't have hit it. Let's move in closer now. Nice. That's more damage. Yeah, we gotta move in here. Although, I don't even know if it's worth pushing these tanks. These are both one-shots for me. I'll just keep driving forward, I guess. Oh yeah, we're gonna have the Tiger too. Nice. And this match is like over and done with already. That's crazy. Last game was a camp fest that we inevitably lost. Can I get the ram kill here? It is a rammer after all. Oh, come on. He blocked the thing. I can't even approach the Tiger from the side now. Really? Oh my god, what is that? Armor. He shoots me too. Wow. It's fine, guys. It's fine. These matches, I don't really care about them, of course. It's not my personal pride or ego or anything. This will be the last one, for sure. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Because I think the room invite should be out now. Please, man. Please. Please let me get this shot. Nice. We did 1,500 damage at least. Wasn't a total waste. Yeah, invite is out, so I will switch us to BRB, so I don't reveal anything. And I'll see you guys shortly. Sorry to cut the music off pretty abruptly there. I don't really have great transitions. Um, Anyways, we have our first match coming up soon here in about 2 minutes, and it's the Hibernation team, which I think I might just be referring to GIX now, or sorry, six. Wait, is it just 6-9? 6IX? Is it just 6-9? I don't know. Anyway, that's the clan tag that they have like in game. So I don't know. I might just hibernation, whatever, green team or whatever. Anyways, and then we have 2G, 1C, no police. That is the second team here. Map will be a Naval Frontier. And we do have some time we can go over lineups. We do see Ho-Ri from the Hibernation team. Interesting. And then 4 Kronvagans and 2 Felicia. And on no police, they are running a light tank instead of TD like Ho-Ri that the other team has. And we do see 5 Kronvagans and a Felicia as well. Yeah, I really do like Naval Frontier. It's one of my favorite maps in the game. I think it would have somebody present Reforged, at least on launch. But I think it's pretty dynamic. We have really no like town, which is great. Any map without a town is a win in my book. Yeah, the A and C side are pretty similar. I mean, I think A is a little bit more distinct. It's separated more from the map. Like BC is like one kind of continuous thing. You have these open lanes here, whereas A is you know up here. You got to drive up the hill. It's the only way to get up there, and then got to drop. Anyways, all right, 2 seconds left. So roll the tape. Match already started. Sorry about that. Match 1 is underway as we see 6-9 team, I guess, Hibernation, moving their way over to B. Felicia is spotted on the crossing. Interesting. No police is setting up for the seaside. With look at those nuke tanks. Kron's looking over the crossing here. I don't think they're going to get anything for free. And we do see the C cap being grabbed there, but are they going to be able to get it off? Double cap's going to pick up pretty quickly there. Yeah, Suraj not able to get over there for a reset in time. That kind of caught no police by surprise, and they do get a nice bleed as well into Fallen. So Hibernation taking up quite a bit of map control there. T100 from no police onto A, and no resets, I imagine, nor spot as well. Again, Hibernation holding onto the cab advantage will require no police to make a play. Perhaps on B. You can see that Felicia is poised to jump into B cap if his captain caller calls it. And another team, or both teams, excuse me, just taking their time here, not want to make anything too rash. Ho-Ri is moving around. That's interesting to see. Wherever Ho-Ri is positioning, generally we see it's usually, you know, defensive purposes, but Ho-Ri on the move like that could be used as a staging ground for a push, and we do see Frozen taking some damage there. Still on the cap side. Yeah, look at no police. They're bringing 2 Kronvagans now. They want to pressure Frozen, and he's gonna might be going down here. Siraj and Fallen getting good clips into him. He's gonna go. Yeah, Fallen picks him up. And just a kind of failure to retreat from that position. Allowed no police to make an easy push and pick up the kill and make the cap as well. I don't think we're going to see a reset unless Sari wants to poke. Doesn't want to do it. He is spotted, so yeah, Fallen able to grab the C cap, and that gives no police the swing of momentum there. How will Hibernation respond to this? Perhaps with some shots into deep strokes. I can't believe I said that. Make sure not to say that again. And we do see the push on B. Let's get over here and see what's happening. Good Goyam versus Espresso. And good quite low down to a 1. Will the other Felicia be able to pick him up? Now WoT moving in. And now Espresso's gonna be following. He's fired to the reserve, he's gone. Do have to keep an eye on the caps. No police looking pretty good on the caps. So Raj is gonna get picked up by Atomic. And look at the caps. Backpack trying to take over A. We got a switch on C there. And Truecate gonna be taken out with that reserve shell. Now he won't be able to respond to WoT Addict, and WoT Addict is gonna have the full clip. Lucia is gonna be able to survive for a little bit of time. The Backpack's gonna try to back him up. And hopping over here, Atomic versus Fallen. Atomic's got the shell. Fallen's down to a 1. It gets picked up. Deep all by himself now. Hibernation grabbing all 3 caps as well. The Hovri very healthy, able to push into Kron there. He's gonna grab that pick. And we just looking to reload and pick up this kill here. Does get it, but he's gonna be by himself now. Hibernation did a good job in the response after losing that tank on the C cap. And Hibernation grabs the 1,000 points. Those caps ticked up really fast, but wasn't even needed. Sorry. Full HP there. Could have moved in if needed. Hibernation will grab that first and important match 1. Well, I should have grabbed some water in between those matches because my voice already going a little dry. I don't know if there's much to say there. It just looked like after no police was able to grab that pick on C and retake the C cap, they had the advantage for a bit there, but weren't in a good position, I suppose, to take it to the end game. Hibernation able to respond really well, brought some forces back, and was able to retake C eventually, and then was able to wrap around. And maybe I think no police just acting a little hesitant after they had the advantage there, but hard to say. I mean, I'm not the comp expert on the analyst there. With 30 seconds left, Hibernation running 2 Felicia, T100, and 4 Kron. I think that's the same roster as I had last time. And no police running, actually a mirror lineup. Interesting, so both teams running the exact same roster. Who's away? Let's see if no police is going to be able to respond, or if Hibernation is going to take a resounding leap towards victory here. sweep that map. So APAC moving into the center of the map to grab some spots. And we can see no police taking lots of precaution. Not making any cross yet. Knocking the tree down with HE, that's an advanced strategy right there by falling. The Felicia might get bled a second time there. Yeah, taking some damage, but now Espresso bleeding. These two tanks able to dump quite a bit of damage. I didn't mention it, but No Police was able to grab that C cap without taking any damage. So good for them. That will put the pressure onto Hibernation. Was able to grab A with APAC. Does get spotted there at the end, but nothing going in. Oh, does take a bit of damage there. Oh my god. Oh my goodness, down to a 1. Could have got out earlier. Paid the price for it. That is rough. That will put Hibernation into a tough spot. Now no police with a cap advantage and a light tank. Enemy light tank is on one shot. Is this T100 gonna get active? No, not able to spot APAC on the crossing there. But is able to spot full health Felicia and Kronwagen, so he will not be taking that play to pick up a kill there. Smart decision. And we see the reset here. FRXCN able to retake C cap. So now no police is on the back foot. I was able to do that pretty much uncontested. We saw a lot of presence from no police in the mid. Who's trying to grab B, but will still be down a cap. Yeah, they do grab it. APAC not able to do much. Needs to be careful not to get spotted and picked there. And peeking might have the shot here. Nope, not able to get it. Now some damage going into TR444-4P. Taking quite a bit of damage there. The no police very intent on trying to put some damage in here. 3 tanks on this side, fallen quite low. Needs to be careful not to make a play. And there is a big push here. TR taking more damage. Will Hibernation drop for peeking? Got 3 tanks above him, but not dropping. I suppose they would be bleeding quite a bit of damage from the no police tanks. The first kill does go down. 200 picked up. And Rondevagans are even on kills. Take a look here. Fallen gonna go down eventually, although the Felicia is on the reserve shell. Frozen down. Peeking is picked up. It's a 5v5, or not quite a 5v5. And another tank falls for no police. Down to a 6v4. And Hibernation on 985. This is going to be their game. No police just not able to respond after the AC caps. Although the caps are paused for the moment. You can see Sorry, I've got life. Just trying to grab A, but able to get reset there. And no police kind of back into it. Oh no, that's it. They do pick up the kill on True Caden. They go to 1,000 points, so Hibernation on a 2-0 lead here. Our next map is going to be Mollendijk, so let me get that ready for you guys. Actually, let me go back to previous map. Label. Just want to point out a couple things. Yeah, once Hibernation was able to secure that A and C cap, that funneled No Police into B. They were able to grab it, but it was still down a cap. And that just gave them a lot of angles. They were able to go back and put bleeds into tanks. I remember peaking was quite low down here. And the cap pressure just picked up quite a bit there. And No Police is not able to come back from that. All right, but we are going to Molenbeek for our third match here, which will be starting in a couple seconds. No Police running with 6 crons and a 200. Hibernation, 5 crons, Felicia, and Argent. Alright, we can see Hibernation moving over to the seaside. Backpack, the speed boost going over to A, or sorry, excuse me, going over to B, but not wanting to get over the top, so interesting. 200 instead from No Police getting active. Driving straight down to C. Is he going to grab that? Looks like he's going to. Going for the fast cap. And that prediction is going to pay off pretty well as Hibernation not in a spot to counter that. Now they will know that it was a 200 that got to C because no other heavies could have gotten there. So Hibernation rolling out 3 crons could be ready, but I would imagine the 200 is not gonna be lingering for very much. Looking for some spots. So far, not a lot of damage. Sorry, I've got Live's got the whole A side to himself, so we'll probably not spend too much time getting onto that A cap. We'd possibly able to reset. Let's take a look if he's going to be able to do that. No reset's going to happen there. The Hibernation, they've shown before now, they're able to come back from a cap disadvantage, so I'm sure that's not worrying them too much. But it still does require them to make a play. Now, I would probably imagine No Police is going to try to reinforce the town side, but they're pretty spread out. Having that Kron and the 200 over there, 200 I understand, because it can rotate quickly, but having a Kron all the way over there could make it awkward if Hibernation moves their forces back to their spawn and then makes one big play, maybe in 2 lanes or so, onto C side. No Police has to know that protecting the town is going to be the way they're going to win this match. They do have some presence, but nothing really occupying the C cap directly. We do have Deep getting some intel. He's getting back. I think he might realize what's going to happen. So Felicia gets bled a little bit there. It looks like Kron's just set up for a big kind of trap. And Hibernation making the rotation. Kron's entering, yeah, speed boost active. Kron's pouring in now. And Frozen, maybe a little bit ahead of his team. Could become a pretty big focus fire target. See some shots being exchanged there. Now this is interesting. T100 is kind of lingering around. And sorry, I've got life. Does take a bit of a bleed there, but possibly could get out to B once Good Goyim is empty. Yeah, he's trying it. That would give them the cap advantage they need. And will there be a reset? Good Goyim is fully loaded, not able to get around there. And WoT now has the rear of him, but he's going to get bled by APAC. And big damage being exchanged here. These Krons are hungry. They do pick up a kill. Atomic has to pull back. Frozen, I assume is his name, has to pull back. Yeah, that's Espresso down to a 1. And now we can see the counter push. No police sending 2 for 3, but might be able to get a pick here. Frozen able to get away for now. Fallen's gonna get into the action. And they do pick him up, and now just have That's Me Espresso does get the kill. By himself. Felicia able to come in and support. But look at the caps for Hibernation, up to 880 now. 2 caps and a step on C. They have the HP lead, up to 955 now. And had the gun advantage, 970. It's going to be Hibernation's game. Oh, not quite yet. Even though they've got triple cap, not yet. Oh, over. And that will be at 1,000 caps now. So Hibernation will take the set 3-0. Able to clean sweep, no police, off the board, and they're moving to the grand finals. Well done, Hibernation. Let's check the chart real quick to see. Oh, we got the invite. Okay. That's kind of what I expected. So I will go to BRB. I'm going to set up my room preview, and I will see you in about 2 or 3 minutes. Gonna put us back. We still have to wait a little bit of time, but I might as well show you guys the chart. So as we already know, it'll be no police versus elites into the finals lower bracket. TMPR registered team is not going to be advancing, unfortunately. And just down here, we have finals upper bracket ready. BIP versus Reckham. Actually, let's check the score of that. Yeah, it's not in quite yet. Wait a minute, did I say grand finals? It is. Okay, so they won 3-1. So Reckham headed to the grand finals. They're looking to advance on. They've been very solid so far. And Cats, unfortunately, didn't have the manpower to show up for today, so they weren't able to advance. Alright, with 2 minutes we can join now. So we're headed to the swampy jungles of Mesoamerica, Lagoon. The newest map, added like 3 years ago. But with the Reforged, we have a new map arriving, Sierra Bacata, I believe. Sounds very exciting. A new map in exchange for a couple of maps that aren't going to be present at release, but what can you do? Still going to be quite a bit of a variety, at least. And personally, even though I might be pessimistic sometimes about Reforged, I think it's the right decision to make the, to make the transfer. I'm very excited to see what Reforged is going to be able to offer. And overall, I'm just optimistic that Wargaming is going to be getting onto the right track. Have really shown what the players have wanted. They've delivered in a lot of ways after many older tests. But it's very impressive to see what the game has turned into from the first older test. These are all changes pretty much ununanimously that the player base was asking for. So I never want to hear Wargaming doesn't take our feedback because they've taken a lot of feedback. Anyways, with 30 seconds remaining, I'm gonna go over the roster. We got 2 concepts, a Felice, a 116, and 3 Kronwagens for elites. And No Police is running 6 Kronwagens and a Felice. They're keeping it simple. Boy, my voice is already going a little bit. About 10 seconds, let me cue up the trailer for you. All right, here we go. Elites versus Snow Police in the finals lower bracket. So after this, we will be going to grand finals. And both teams just slowly advancing pretty much in every direction, actually, out of their spawn. We can see No Police splitting up, sending tanks over to A and over to C. But nothing into caps yet. We do see elites making a big play over to C. A lot of presence. So they probably will be stepping. These Krons are just waiting to nuke anything that gets spotted. Kind of back away and show the rest of the map. Kaka takes a bleed getting into C, but will be behind that boulder, so we'll see elites grab that first cap of the match. And on the A side, Suraj pretty much uncontested. We'll be grabbing A shortly, which again will give elites cap advantage, although they are a little bit behind on HP, have bled quite a bit. Not quite a bit, sorry. A little bit. Although Kaka moving forward by himself, just trying to put the pressure on these 2 Kronwagens, and we see the 2 concepts and Kron following. Alicia, wow, so basically 5 tanks on 2 here. This could go really well or really poorly for elites. 4 tanks now as the Felicia splits off. And Limelight Lemonade is in a world of trouble, getting shot from lots of different directions. Peeking not able to get the clear on him. And those Kronwagens definitely in trouble. The first one goes down. And we do see a pick into in the Rainy. So at least just kind of sent a lot of tanks over to the corner. And still haven't got those Kronwagens gone. I mean, just now only getting those last 2. The rest of their team kind of in shambles. Is Siraj just moving to pick up Limelight here? Assuming he gets this pen, we'll be able to pick the kill up. Although maybe I shouldn't have said shambles, because No Police down on quite a lot of HP, about 2,000. And that will allow at least just push in and grab these low HP tanks. True Kate's going to go down. And we can see the healthy tanks making their move. Fallen is going to be next. Escaping Moon is going to be able to clip him out eventually. Siraj making a play onto Mini Student. We'll be able to pick him up. But considering 3v3, Elites has 3,000 more HP, so No Police in a lot of trouble right now. Yeah, Siraj falls, Fallen falls, and now we just have this remaining Kron on a 2-shot. So well done for Elites, even though they took their time to get those Krons. I was a little critical of that. The rest of their team was able to hold on for enough time to allow the tanks over there on that side of the map, on the seaside, to return, and we're very healthy. So well done to them. And so Elites picks up the first match. Oh, don't tell me. Oh my god. Don't tell me I screwed that up. I did. I was spared. No. I wasn't looking. I'm so sorry, guys. I did not transition the screen over. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Well, just imagining we were on the radio for a match there. You've got to be kidding me. I'm so sorry. Common Streamer L. Sorry about that, guys. I feel so bad about that. Was so engrossed in the action I didn't take a look at an OBS and forgot to transition that over. Oh man. What a bummer. I'm so sorry, guys. Well, if you guys want to switch over to Amina's stream, you guys are more than welcome to. Again. Sorry, and that will not happen again. Apologies again. Yeah, I feel so bad. I guess I can kind of quickly point out what happened on the strat sketch. So we had Elites made a big play through C, pushed into 2 Kronwagens over here, and then we're eventually able to come back into B and then mop up the remaining tanks. Alright, we go to match 2. Match 1 almost for you guys. Oh, read the chat. Sorry, guys. Oh, man. Alright. Match 2 about to start now. As Elites makes their way over to the A side, and this could get interesting because No Police has the same strategy. Most of their tanks going over to A. So we could see a big collision here at the beginning. Escaping Moon, very aggressive to get spots, but not spotted in return, so working out quite well. Does get to the A cap first. You guys are pretty funny in the chat. Like, do that more often. As No Police goes into B, this is interesting. No resets available, so Peeking's gonna be able to grab it. And that will give No Police the advantage here. Oh wow, look at this aggressive play. Triple Kronwagen pushing into 2. This is similar to what happened last game. And we can see these Kronwagens are not sticking around. They're making a break for it. They want to remain close to their team, and we can even see Good coming over here to reinforce. Triple Kronwagen. This play is not going to work out like it worked out last time, although KTP takes half his HP in that transition over there. So now Elite's got to rethink, not able to just push into the spawn of No Police. Might have to double back and look for a push on C. Let's take a look at this corner of the map. Yeah, so this entire side pretty much unoccupied. So I'll actually have a great view here. And you can see, look at this. Elites making the rotation back to spawn. And no police with the counter push. They've got 4 Kronwagens and pushing onto 2 tanks roughly. And peeking ready to support if Silence and Mini try to get out. This is a nice counter push here. Any student with the target down to 1600. Another 2000, 2400, and he's gone just like that. A matter of seconds. Isolated and picked up by no police. They're on the move here. Now Silence will be next once these crowns are a little bit reloaded. Peeking ready to move up. We do see a play on B here. As Weed is isolated and it will be going down shortly. Let's get this up here. But is able to pick up Shingi. And no police. Now a cap down but still up on HP. And kills at 7v3 now. And hard to imagine this going any way but no police this game. What a great rotation. I'm glad we caught that. This Elites is able to pick up some kills here, to their credit. Now down to a 2v5. Good call, I'm able to grab that cap, so just to make sure, put the pressure on. 200 gets bled there a little bit. We do see Escaping Moon getting nice shots, honestly, into the side of no police's tanks. Yeah, good bleed into peeking. Actually quite effective, despite only being down to 2 tanks. Fallen able to return a shot there. Escaping Moon on his last breath there, and yes. So no police able to execute that counter push to perfection and draws Lagoon open to 1-1. So neither team in a disadvantage. Both teams wanted to fight back. And we're headed to match 3 on Mayan Ruins. Let me set the trailer up and hopefully not go to a black screen again. The radio stream is goated. Oh, you guys are funny. Thanks for keeping my chat open. I'm very appreciative of that. Oh, also, let me switch to the room preview. Oops. Need to pay more attention to what's going on my other monitor. Iron Ruins. This is also an interesting map. I do like this quite a bit in comp. But not going to speculate on that too much. Now, 30 seconds, we can go over the rosters a little bit. Elites running 5 Kronwagen, 1 Concept, and a Felice. And no police running pretty similar, 5 Kronwagens, 1 116 instead of a Concept, and then a Felice as well. So again, very similar lineups. Similar lineups for an even score. This could be a really interesting set here. We already had a great one at the beginning with the semifinals upper. So, I got readied up in the rammer. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Meant to ready up in the light tank. And you know what? I forgot to do the map trailer, but we're gonna do that later. We'll do that for for the second match or something. Making all sorts of mistakes, but I just don't want to do black screen again. That would be horrible. Alright.
Let's get this show on the road.
So Elites pushing their tanks to the middle of the map so far. Sending a single tank, Silence, over to C. And no police Interesting. Stacking town with their Kronwagens. Okay. It's a very fast push. Are they going to dump into B, perhaps? We might see it. These things are setting up a reticle. They're looking for a good bleed, but not able to really connect much. They have to make a retreat there. Interesting strategy. I actually really am impressed with that, even though it didn't work. I like to see that. So we'll give elites a chance to grab C, uncontested. They're going to step on to A. But again, it will require no police to make a play here eventually. No, I like that strategy a lot, actually. Triple crons with the reticle calibrations. They could have deleted a tank if it had just been a little bit faster, maybe. And notably, we can see elites rotating most of their tanks back from the seaside. They are not going to be sticking around, might be counter-pushing eventually, or might just be setting up in the spawn for a trap, a defensive play. We'll see, but right now it's ceding quite a bit of map control. With all those tanks going back to spawn, this Kron and the concept are quite lonely. But so far, no police is content to remain in the town and not extend their tethers too much. We do see the cap on B. WoT Addict has moved in. And is Shinji going to be able to respond to that? Does get the reset, but he's hidden pretty well behind this cover, so I don't see a reset happening. Lots of shots being fired, not a lot of damage. Excuse me, what am I saying? What happened to Siraj? What happened to him? He's gone. This counterplay by Elise is coming in really hot, and CTP is a target. He's running away, able to kite the rest of the tanks away, and instead Shinji falls. So that was really good play there, but I completely missed Siraj getting picked up. So sorry, guys. Look at the damage into falling and peeking as well. Now Mini facing down two Kronwagens, three Kronwagens, excuse me, does get picked up quite quickly there. Wow. The rest of his team a little bit slow to respond to that threat, as these no police teams and tanks are rolling in. But again, the HP is quite favorable for Glory, even though they're down on kills. It's a 6v4. And like it's just gonna be going. Oh, he's AFK. Unfortunate. Must have disconnected there. That does cost elites quite a bit. Full HP tank, fully loaded. Man, hard to come back from that. So no police able to respond. Yeah, just pretty unfortunate that happened. Definitely not on purpose to be disconnecting from a match like that. Game could have crashed, battery died, who knows, but yeah, that stuff. Look at all those one-shots too from no police. This actually could still be taken back. I shouldn't write him off too quickly. It's a 2v5, but all the tanks are pretty much one-shots. Yeah, I should have been looking at cap. No police does take that win on cap there. Wow, what could have been? Elites could have taken that match had they not had the disconnect. I'm actually pretty confident they would have had it. What can you do there, though? So hopefully for them, they're able to replace him with someone that's going to be around. Switch back to the BT7 or something. Oops. Do. I'm opening our room preview as well. Oh, let me get that map trailer going as well, because, yeah, again, I forgot to get it queued. Sorry if I'm being a little quiet, just kind of resting my voice so I don't go hoarse by the time Grand Finals is up. Spawns here. And yeah, I would have gone over the match last match, but with out of respect for that AFK or the disconnect, I'm not gonna really go there. All right, here's your trailer. Alright. Elite's hoping to respond after that disappointing result on match 3. And no Elite's looking to take it to the grand finals. Can't feel too bad for your opponent. It's about getting it done at the end of the day. So Elite's moving into the town side. We do have a 116 into the spot for resets potentially. Or it might just go straight in. Looks like it's gonna go straight in. Good calculation, even if it's not done a lot of spotting. Limelight straight into the B cap. And how will no police respond? Well, I can tell you they won't be able to. Fallen just not in a position to be able to get the reset there. They weren't expecting it, I would imagine. And instead, they're going to be going over to the C cap. They're going to take that for sure. Get it quickly. But yeah, that fast cap to B beats out the triple cap. Or maybe, excuse me, double cap onto C. And now Limelight even has enough time to get out potentially. So once you get in, it's only half the challenge. You got to get out as well. And nothing onto the A cap, even though there's really no police presence there. And now we do see an ace cap step. So this match will be coming to a head pretty quickly. No police is going to have to respond to this. Can't allow 2 caps for very long. And like I said, we do see the rotation out of C. So no police is going to have to be poised to make a play on B or A. They can make their decision. Peeking and Olim already pretty entrenched into the B position, so I'd be expecting that personally, but we could see a dual cap threat potentially. The most important thing is just making sure that whatever they do, it's coordinated. Everyone's on board. Could bleed into the rainy. Yeah, now we're seeing the counter push into the A side. Let's get over there, actually. 3 Crown Boggins ripping into Kaka and into the Rainy. With that reactive, does take a lot longer to take out the Hori. As the caps, excuse me, do continue to pick up. Nothing getting stepped onto A. So at least picking up more caps. They are going to pick up into the Rainy, and they do pick up many students. Up 2 kills now. No police sitting comfortably. Nakaka is going to go down. 7v3 now. CTP quite low, can get picked up. That's their first kill. We do see the brawl onto B and over to C. Look at these 1v1s. But not much that Silence is going to be able to do against 4 Kronvoggens. That is a threat and a half right there. So no police just able to work that counter push really well. Shove into A and pick up the WoT. WoT, the last tank you want to lose, ideally. And instead it was their first tank they had to lose. And it looks like these tanks did win their 1v1s. And actually, hold on a minute, 920, we could see a... that would be kind of a shock considering the HP, but we could see a win here. 950, there's going to be no way for no police to grab B. Boy, I was talking too early. Excuse me, they are going to grab B, but it's 1,000 points. Elite's playing the ultimate cap game. Down by 3,000 HP into the end game there. They're able to pick off the win. That is so impressive. Wow, well done to them. Like I said, the failure for no police to pick up that A cap while they were getting the kill in the WoT, they weren't stepping the cap, and that ultimately made the difference. Wow, remarkable. What a match. As we head to Port Bay for the tiebreaker. This is going to be a set to remember, guys. Man, yeah, what a match last game. Like I was saying, as no police was making their push into the WoT, I was a little surprised they weren't getting the cap. At least one of the tanks wasn't stepping. I understand if you do that. If you do step, it's hard because you're going to become the focus tank. But just stepping on it, and it's not even about getting the cap. It's just about preventing the points from ticking up, because when you're down 2 caps, or down a cap, and the team is already up to like 700 points, it's gonna, the match is gonna end pretty quickly. So, yeah, no police had that potentially. They could have just stepped that cap and made it a lot easier. But, anyways, you live and you learn. And both teams have done a little bit of living and a little bit of learning as we are in the tiebreak now, 2-2. And this match will decide the last team going into grand finals. Alright, here's your map trailer. Gloria on the all-important Elites team, on the all-important North spawn. So they'll have the advantage on the seaside. No police is going to find it a little bit tricky to get to the corner and get to... Look at that, so we have T62A already in the corner. And getting across this bridge can be difficult. We'll see what happens here. Yeah, having that corner presence is going to be really, really helpful for Escaping Moon of Elites. He's in a good position to get side shots. And even if he's not doing damage, forcing no police to have to turn their turrets to look at him is going to allow... Oh, look at that nuke! Look at that nuke into the Rennie. He doesn't have a repair kit. Down to 620. So what a strike for no police. And they're hammering into Limelight and Silence. Escaping Moon into the corner. It's able to get the side shots, though, fallen quite low. Down to 619. You can see Escaping Moon rolling 400 onto CTP there. And into the Rainy, a one-shot. Needs to be very careful about whether to poke anymore. Kaka into the farm position over here. Able to hammer some shots in, perhaps. And I think what was almost inevitable, despite that big damage into the Rainy, we do see no police kind of trapped a little bit. They did send 2 tanks over here to the riverside to chase escaping Moon out. That was really important. But now Peking taking so much damage, he's gone. And now 75 HP, slightly in the favor of elites. Another kill goes down, 64 now. No Police is able to control the island to their credit. And they do have a really low tank into the Rainy over there. Now we detect a low, and Siraj the only tank left on this side with HP. And good Goyam even bleeding some damage there, so Elite's kind of poised to take this. It's their game to lose. Limelight clipping out good Goyam. Wow, big damage. Those are the trades you don't want to make if you're behind. And Limelight down to 16. He might go, actually. He does. He does get picked up. So now we see the 3v3. This is a little bit closer. Xingyi is still very healthy. Kaka able to put another bleed into Weed. So Weed is low. Everyone's low on No Police. They're trying to escape there, but Xingyi is probably gonna pick here. Good Goyam, oh my god, on 31 HP. Olim can't really afford to make the push unless he gets spotted. Yeah, and he's picked up. So Elite's poised for victory here. Just need to make the play, but it's interestingly, any student can't really push because he's low. We do have Xingyi in the corner, all the HP, and all the ability to change the game there. Picks it up, now we just have the one-shot Olim in the 1v3 and no ability to win on caps this time. Yeah, just hard to take that. You know, if you're south spawn, hard to make the play on C. They gave it a good try, was able to get a great bleed into the Rain, I think is what his name, yeah, into the Rainy. But just not enough. And it will be the Elites team moving on to the Grand Finals. There's our room invite, so I will go to BRB, get some water for the last set. Grand Finals coming up soon. got a much needed snack and water break as we go into grand finals. It's going to be Hibernation versus Elites. So get your snacks because this could be a really, really great set here for our grand finals best of 7. So it's going to be first to 4. And these are the two teams that we faced, or not faced, but the two teams that we spectated from the beginning. If I'm not mistaken, right? Oh no, not quite actually. No. I don't know. Either way. It's going to be great, folks. And we're headed to Middleburg for our first match as well. So Elites, with a minute left, Elites looking comfortable in their roster of 6 Kronwagens and a Felice. Probably going to see the Felice in town just because of that whole armor. Also, Felice makes a great tank to put into the bull for the North spawn, which is the spawn they're on. In Hibernation running 4 Kronwagens, 2 Felice, and a 215B so far, although we might see Bad Pack run something else here. Nope. He's picking that tank. Yeah, if this goes to a tiebreak, goes to, through all 7 matches, this could be a 3-hour stream potentially. Alright, Grand Finals is away, and remember, winner of this is moving on to the Professionals Tournament, so there's a lot to play for here. Some blind shots being attempted, nothing quite landing, unlike Black Goldville. So Felice from Hibernation into B real early, and we do see the, is that a double, triple cap? Triple cap. Melies, they don't want to give up that cap advantage. The reset just coming just a second too late there onto Espresso. So Hibernation down on a little bit of cap. Question is, will anyone be contesting the Seaside? Laura Lilikia? Boy, that is a mouthful name. And a Limelight by themselves so far. But will we see a rotation? I think we do see some stuff already. Yeah, Elites sending some things over to the Seaside. In fact, could be a lot. They probably will leave a tank to reset for A if needed, maybe 2. Not sure. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be 2. Rest of the team moving up to C. And now this Felice could be in a bit of trouble. We do have 2 Krons ready to move forward if needed, but 3v5 is going to be really hard to beat. Or I should say maybe 3v4, because into the Rainy is holding back. So far the spots are up. We don't see any movement into C yet from Elites. So, and they don't need to either. They're up on cap. It's actually Hibernation that needs to make a play, and I was kind of expecting them to move into the A side, but we'll see. Looks like Atomic's rotating back. Well, it gets all quiet all of a sudden. Yeah, look at this rotation. We see Hibernation stacking up for the Seaside, and now that they're into the cap, is Kaka gonna take a big bleed here? Nope. So far, able to, does get one shot in. Second, maybe a third? Yeah, third. Kaka loses half his health on that. FRX ZN down to, oh, 1. Took all that damage. He's gone. Man, that's insane. Just went down the wrong lane for a couple seconds there. He's gone. Picked up for free from the leads. Well done. So now Hibernation is going to be in trouble here. They have to get onto a cap. There's a lot of clipping potential. Any tank that steps onto C is probably going to die. But they're out of options. They're down 2,000 HP as well as the cap lead and a gun. All their tanks are already amassed onto C. They're going to have to try something. Although that's what C. That's what that's me Espresso attempting A for a second there, but quickly dissuaded from that idea. What a punishing meta we have. Need one-shot meta. That's what I'm reading in the comments. Yeah, one-shot meta. You get spotted in the wrong centimeter area, you're dead. Sir, I've got life is gonna try to step on the cap there. Nope, just going forwards. Maybe he can get some bleeds into the side of Limelight. Atomic moving forward as well. Again, all they really need is like one big pickup here. And instead, Sarah Got Life just gets clipped like that. I mean, what can I even say? Now down 2 kills. 970 points for elites. Draws to 900. It's even. And 992 more kills picked up by elites like that, and we're at 1,000. So elites will take the first match of the grand finals in Group 1. So not much to say there, besides the fact that Elites was able to capitalize off of that pick that they got pretty much for free. Just the Kronwagen thinking about going into C the inner way and just bled entirely. Just couldn't get back in time, even with the speed boost. If I'm not mistaken, I think the speed boost is active. Just couldn't get back in time and just was picked off by the tanks that were, I think what is it? They had a tank here, and like there was tanks shooting from the bowl, getting shots. It was crazy. Wow. And just losing that tank like that in that fashion made it all the more easier for elites to maintain their cap advantage, and boom, just like that. Match was almost won just by that one play. Match 2 is about to be underway. With Hibernation sending some tanks over to A, they're gonna probably look for the fast cap backpack, and that's me, Espresso, onto the A cap. with elites choosing to forsake the B cap, so they will not be making a play on B. Instead, setting up double cron for the trap. The anti-tank rolls down the outer lane of the town, sending a Felice. Looks like maybe they changed his mind, not sure what that was. Because now he's spotted. It's going to be difficult to get to B, so unless he just wants to hold that building, which could be a play. Meanwhile, the rest of elites moving into C. Spotted, 3 of them. So they might think twice about moving into the cap, although really with only 2 tanks here. Sorry about that camera movement. They could, elites could make a play into C. They do have the manpower for it. The Hori in the middle of the map is interesting. If it's not threatened, it could be able to make some good trades just like it's able to do there, but yeah, it takes 700 return and you're down to 1200, 1000 now. It's an interesting place to put a Hori. You usually see him at the back of the map like you can see here. And now we do see elites stepping onto C, as they were able to do with only the tanks. Oh, actually, excuse me, we do see Hibernation rotating the tanks back to C. I kind of missed that. But no matter, because elites was able to get the cap, and now they're trying to get out of there. Don't be bled by too much. Now with Shin Yi stepping onto B, will give the elites the cap lead eventually, but not yet. Hibernation still holding on to the cap lead. We can see some of Hibernation's forces moving back. Sorry, I've got a life. They're headed out, leaving the Felice and the Kron. And this Hori just not able to really work the position. Looking for a shot. But very vulnerable in the middle there. Any push that comes down the middle from elites would probably just sweep that Hori away in seconds. Now with elites, most of the forces up on C, it could give a chance for a B push. That's probably what the rotation was away. See, Backpack instead of got life. Going down the outer lane, this could give a chance for Raul to get a clip in. But not yet. Sorry, I've got life. Wasn't expecting that. Does take a shot. Takes a second shot as a result of it. And that's that me espresso into B, like I predicted. So now they're able to rotate. So now Hibernation already up on cap, now leading with caps. They did need that, and they got it. So Escaping Moon is going to be charging in here. With the second tank is going to give him some additional support. See, the Hori's not able to really get in and support because it's already kind of low. And if it was in the back of the battle, in the back of the map right here, it would be able to get resets and good damage in. Now elites trying to hold on to C with 3 tanks, but could be overwhelmed here. Silence looking very low. If someone can pick him up, it would be a hero. Larisha goes down. We got the Town Brawl now. Bad Pack goes down. Missed all of his HP disappearing. And the Hori is able to get into B because they had the numbers, but elites here and Hibernation on 995, and it's gonna be their game. So Hibernation able to hold on with that cap on B. Elites left their push a little bit too late there, and just like that, it's even going into match 3. 1-1 going to Rockfield. Okay. Don't mess with me, Red. Clarifies his comment. Need one shot meta. I thought he meant like tanks have take one shot of damage and they blow up. No, totally. He means single shot tank meta. Yeah. Yeah, 215Bs, E5s, IS4s. Oh yeah, totally. We didn't know how good we had it until it was gone. Clever meta is very frustrating. Also very like exciting, admittedly, but maybe a little too exciting. Speaking of exciting, we're headed to Rockfield, and here's your trailer. Oh, hold on. Let's not make the same mistake we made up earlier. Match 3 is underway. I was looking at Almina's stream. Alright, we can see Hibernation making their way over to A side, leaving a Felice and a Kron occupy the middle and C side. Backpack getting into B early. Ooh, this could be interesting. Will Elites have anything to say about it? These Krons are looking for it. But no, there will be no reset. And Backpack pulls off a surprise and gets it. Now, the question is, how is he going to get out? Because from there, you can be slowly bled. But the Archem's not going to be able to do it, though. Because it's too risky. Lots of resets could come in. So you even see Espresso looking for the cross-map shot there. So Backpack's not going to be able to really help out too much. It's too dangerous to get out, so he's going to probably be looking for a good opportunity. And now with Hibernation 2 caps to 1. Sitting pretty, they just need to be able to protect what they've got. And already we see Elites moving their tanks back. We've got 2 Krons going back through spawn and looking to support the A counter push. Remember, Backpack is kind of a sitting duck, so if there was a push on A, for instance, it would take him a lot of time to get back into the fight, and would be very risky in terms of exposure. See, these tanks could clip him as he moves up the hill if they try to make, if Elise tries to make a play onto A here. Raul looking quite low. 1400. Not too much of a concern, but a little bit for sure. Elites can't wait too long. I would suggest maybe a 700 or so. Can't leave it till 8, I think, with this many tanks and all this HP. Yeah, we can see the speed boost activated from Kakai, so he's going to be most likely the one to charge into A side. And here's the dump, so interesting to see Backpack quite low now against Shinji. He's getting bled from escaping him like I expected. Atomic going to be going in for support here. I don't want to miss this either. Limelight getting onto A. Kaka looking to dump onto Atomic, potentially, but getting bled in return. The Felice dumping into him. And now we see, look, could potentially be all 3 caps in support of Elites, or in favor of Elites. The Ho-Ri trying to get active down below. And this is chaotic, just the way I like it. We have fights happen everywhere. That Felicia trying to get involved. And none of these caps, B and A, still haven't happened. It just keeps getting reset. So Hibernation at A15. Just looks pretty even. 5v5 still. Even HP. Bautro look tracked and gonna go down soon. As Raul picks him up. Now caps slightly in favor of Elites. 860 along with the HP. It's a 3v4. This is Elite's game to lose. They're in the clear potentially here. Yeah, 2v4 now. 2v3. Still close. But Elite's on 900 points with 1 cap out of 2. It should fly over here really into the rainy looking low. He does get picked up. Now we have Escaping Moon making the play. Will he be able to get this clear? Atomic is empty. Needs to think about getting onto C cap with 835 versus 935. We have this 1v1. This is interesting. And then gripping. Escaping Moon tried to help out from here. Does get the pick. And just like that, with that pick, they go to 1,000 points and pick up the match. You stream, thank you. What a game. What a match 3. Wow. That was crazy. That just shows the value of having that light tank able to escape the 1v1 and assist from the other side of the map. What a game. So Elite's taking the 2-1 lead here. Remember, it's not best of 5, best of 7. So Elites needs 2 wins. Hibernation needing 3. A little bit of time left, we can go over rosters, I suppose. Lead's running T100. So they saw the value of the light tank and they're going to stick with it. So T100, Felicia, and then 5 Crons. Hibernation running double Felicia and a 116 along with 4 Crons. All right, here we go. Match 4. A couple seconds here. So both teams looking to make plays into A and B. Backpack looking aggressive for B again. Could work out. Escaping Mood onto the A side. Needs to be careful not to bleed here. And is able to get away and move. Ooh, moves into A. Interesting. Interesting. Atomic not able to get a shot here, although it looks like Escaping Moon's not going to even try it. He's backing out. That's too risky. All those tanks spotted. He will take a little bit of... Oh, wow. Half his HP and damage. Hard to say he shouldn't have, whether he should have stayed in cap or not. We do have a brawl happening down here. Shinya looks a little disconnected from the team. Maybe was told to make the reset, but just unable to work out. And now his team backing him up here. Double Kronwagen's going to clip into Backpack very aggressively. Although we see a couple bounces, I think, although his Backpack is looking low. And a missed shot there. And those Kronwagen just not able to capitalize. So Hibernation moving their tanks over, gonna maybe look to pick up Raul. See the clips going in. He's gonna fall very shortly. Bush now. Yeah, down to a 1. Gonna get picked up. Oh, Frenzy took in a lot of damage there. And it's just happening everywhere. Atomic looking low. He's picked up. Do a 6v5 now in the favor of Hibernation despite being down on HP. Espresso looking quite low, and into the rain he's going to be able to get that whole clip. Yeah, Espresso just needs to fire the reserve. And Hibernation not looking as good anymore, despite being up on cap. Down by a kill and some HP there. Actually, excuse me, the kills are even, although APAC is a one-shot. If someone were to be able to go in. Escaping Moon, even on 900 HP, is going to be very instrumental for the elites to move in and secure these low HP tanks. APAC able to continue bleeding Kaka, despite being on Guan. And Limelight falls into the Rainy Falls. And now Elite's just not able to have the HP to win these fights here. My bad pack low. Sorry, I've got life low. All one-shots. Rica, whatever, in the Felicia, also a one-shot. But Kaka just not able to get it done. The HP remaining. Escaping the Moon can't get the kill there. And the Felicia on the reserve gets the pick onto Kaka. And look at that, what could have been? Hibernation steals that win in a way. But well done for them. Able to utilize their low HP tanks and just pick off lots of HP. So really well done from Hibernation. 2-2, I guess you guys just don't want me to stop streaming or something. So we got at least 2 more matches coming your way. Both teams fighting tooth and nail to stay in this thing. Boy, look at that. So as we go to Desert Assassin, I'm going to get ready up the map trailer. We can see Elite's very resolved in their 7 Kronwagen lineup. Guys, I wonder if there's a meta tank this season. I'm not sure. I'm trying to put my finger on it, but I don't know what it is. Something about Kronwagen though, I'm not sure. So with 7 Kronwagens, I'm pretty much expecting an all-out Dunes battle here. But maybe I'm wrong. We could see some tanks being left behind for, you know, a trap or something like that. Who knows? Maybe fast cap to B? Probably not going to happen. And Hibernation running pretty much the same thing, although they are going to be running a 116, which honestly I don't really see the logic in, considering it just doesn't have speed boost and also doesn't have as much gun depression. So I think like a great tank for, so maybe, I don't know, we might not see that 116 in the dunes, or we might see it in a very specific place, but it's going to be not able to really follow with the rest of the Krons. I had to cut it short a little bit because we got into a match nice and quick. And kind of as was expected, okay, we do see Kron going to be anchoring the corner there, as Silence does the same. A lot of blind shots coming in. Looks like they've timed that. Nothing really hitting though, because the accuracy on the move is not great. But we also don't see any setup for a nuke on the crossing. I've seen that happen on it quite a bit, but no light tanks being run, so not a lot of spotting happening until just now. the HP away so we kind of see a little bit more here. And we can see Hibernation splitting up their forces a little bit here. We see we have tanks not really cohesive together. Unlike Elites, who has 3 of their tanks at least in one spot, could give them an edge if they want to make a play here. But neither team in a need to do so. With no caps being held yet. You can see these anchor tanks are moving away from there, so they are not going to be lingering. A little bit of HP trading there, not too much. Not much to say right now, except that TR is going to be on C, so that should give some intel to Elites that they're down tank. If they want to make a play, it's the chance now, although I guess Silence is going to be over in time. I thought he was gone. Silence changing some blows there. And we do see the step on A, so this could get interesting fast. 2 tanks on A, going to be crossfired a little bit. FRXZN taking damage quite a bit, drops into under 1,000. And they do get the A cap. So interesting, despite that, despite both teams contesting A side quite heavily, Elite's able to get away with the A cap, but are still down, so they're going to need to pick up a kill. A kill should make the difference at this point in terms of points and would give the lead to Elites, although again, just 1 kill is probably not going to be the only thing that happens this game. Someone asked, what do you rate 60 TP? Actually, Flo taking a little bit of damage there. 60 TP is great. The problem is, it only hits for 650. Or 630, I think. And with Tungsten, like 700. 700 doesn't hit as hard as 1200 does from a Kron with a full clip. Now, of course, the reload's going to be longer, you know, but also it's more accurate if you have the time to get those shots out. Anyways, let's get back on topic here. This Hibernation's down on a little bit of HP. A little bit into the rain, taking quite a bit of a bleed. Oh, is he gonna be able to get out there? He's turning his turret around at least. But down to 700, so he's a 2-shot. Needs to be careful. We do see the 1v1. Sorry about the erratic camera angles there, guys. T4 getting out of there. Silence bleeding him quite heavily. And he might try to go for the C cap, honestly, now that TR4444P is out of there. Yeah, just as I thought. Silence stepping on C. And Hibernation not able to really contest A side too much as Elites keeps pressure on it. This is honestly one of the most long, drawn-out bullfights I've seen, which is nothing wrong with that. Just normally on North America, when we see something like this, both teams headed towards the A side, it's done and dusted in 2 minutes. It's whatever team's better at brawling. So now with Elites holding the A and the C cap, this is going to give extraordinary pressure on Hibernation to make a play eventually here. They're going to have to be able to move through A, step on it, and then manage to not bleed too much HP, but they're already down 2,000 HP, even more so. They are making the step on A, but also need to do something maybe about B or something. 790, it's just hard to say what Hibernation can do. They just need to get some kills, I suppose. And Flo has to get off of the A. Now we got Elites with a triple cap. And Raul is going to go down. That will be a kill for Hibernation. But with triple cap, what can you do? Points are going to get away from you in an instant. Xing Yi also low. He's a 1-shot. Someone's going to try to pick him up. 950 now for Elites. Still have plenty of tanks to work with. It's a 5v5. And that's it. 1,000. Elites able to win the cap game. Holding all 3 caps into the end game and not being down by a lot of HP. Very significant. So Elite's going to bring this to match point. Hibernation needs to win the next match to force a tiebreak. It's hard to argue with their 7 cron lineup. They're going to be sticking with it. Hibernation running an RHM. Likely they just don't want to fall behind on the cap pressure, which can't blame them considering they had all 3 caps against them at one point last game. All right, 10 seconds. Here we go. Match point for Elites. They're on the precipice of going to the professionals tournament. By the way, I haven't mentioned it on stream, but I am very thankful for you guys subscribing. I am somewhat streaming regularly now with the tournaments. Medical's active. See if we can get some blinds. Nothing pouring in. Wow, look at all those shots pour in. Now the one problem is Elites didn't really make any crossings. They are gonna... Nope, they're not gonna do it. So they're gonna just try to hold down town. And I could see that working out really well if they're able to grab B cap, the Hibernation with the light tank, able to get to A first. And are we gonna see the rotation now? Oh yeah, there's 2 spots, and yeah, look at those blades. 1200 into escaping him. 1600 now. 2000 to him. So just left that a little bit too late. And just like that, I mean, that's like 2000 HP into the favor of Hibernation. The Elites down on cap, down on HP. Have escaping Mutacron down to 2-shot. I mean, what can you do about that? But probably should have known in this meta, just you can't make those rotations too late, especially against an RHM that's going to be able to spot you. So Bad Pack trying to get more spots from this angle, not able to do so. And now you've got a problem for Elites where they've got 3 tanks on one side, 4 on the other, and crossings are pretty much impossible at this point. So the team is split, and it's going to be pretty easy to pick up these crons in the dunes now. If that's what Hibernation wants to do. Again, they're up on HP, they're up on cap. They don't really need to risk anything. Just need to worry about, they just need to focus on not getting outfoxed with losing their spawn or something like that. But yeah, Elite's in a lot of trouble. And here we go, here's the counter push. You can see Hibernation moving those crons in. They're going to be able to take care of these 3 crons, and even more bleeding coming in from the train side. Here comes the steaming train of crons though, where the Raul's going to be going. Hard to imagine, but this is a full HP tank that's going to be deleted in just a couple seconds. Sorry, I got life. Scott got a clip, doesn't want to use it right now, just wanted to load that third shell. Keep the DPM up, got a lot of tanks to get through. Well, he isn't really firing the gun. Now we go. Raul's going to go down. We do see at least trying to back their team up. Escaping Moon trying to get out. This could be a problem for Hibernation. They only have the 4 tanks and nothing coming in to help. Kaka able to get some shots now from the train side. And we just need to see some kills being going. Limelight not able to, does get picked up eventually. Look at that, 3 dead Krons there, and these tanks are still alive. 1 does go down now. Into the rain, he can't kill everyone. Hibernation gonna be able to pick up Shin Yi as well pretty soon once TR is loaded. They do grab him, and Hibernation at 840 with a double cap lead and 2 guns up. They're gonna be taking this game. So we are headed to the tiebreak. Wow, Kaka on full HP, but not gonna be enough, I would imagine, against 3 tanks and caps, 940 caps now. Yeah, it's going to be Hibernation's game. We're going to a tiebreaker. 3 tiebreakers today for me. It's a long one. But well done. Just once this is done, or whatever, once this scene music's done, I'm going to say something. Really proud of these teams for forcing these tiebreakers today. Everyone wants to win. Everyone's learning from their mistakes. But this set has neither team has gone up 2-0 or has gone up by 2 games at any point. It's one team wins, other team wins the next one, and so forth. And the tiebreaker map will be Oasis, so we're not getting away from the sand. Let's load that up for you guys. All right, guys, what do you think? 30 seconds. Give some predictions. Let's see what you guys can. Let's see who's winning. Will it be Hibernation? Will it be Elites? Very proud of these teams. With 10 seconds left, get ready for Oasis Palms. I had to cut that short a little bit, but I can't miss the intro beginning to this last match of the day. Tiebreaker for grand finals. Winner is moving on to the professionals tournament. It's both teams barreling towards A. Boy, this could be an interesting brawl. We do see Backpack by himself in the seaside. Look at all the map control that Backpack potentially could be picking up here. I mean, this is looking like it could be just an all-out brawl. We do see Escaping Moon holding back there. Silence taking quite a bit of a bleed. This is a risky play. Is he going to be able to get safe? And all that HP he's already lost down to a 1 pretty much. 409, that's an average roll. Getting shot from Backpack from across the map. Look at that position. He might get picked up there. Moves forward, evades that shot for now. But might get picked up by Backpack from here. Let's see. Does get a bounce. Sorry about the camera angles. Kaka looking low. Getting bled heavily from the other side. This is insane. Raul and Limelight trying to get shots in as well. Kaka does go down now. Along with Silence, Hibernation poised for victory here. Oh, so much HP. They're pouring in, trying to pick up Shinyi. They're probably going to get him, and now Escaping Mood is going to be the next target, I would imagine. Or these things over here on A side. TR with the full clip is going to get some dumps in. Picks up, wow, what a slaughter fest. After close match after close match, Hibernation in a great position to win this. For the tiebreak frostbite. GG's, guys. What a match. What a day. Get those views. Wow. Again, after a close match, it just goes 7-0. Like that Hibernation is moving on. Well done, guys. So proud of you guys. I just got a comment on my YouTube chat. Terrible focus fires from the previous match. You're in for a treat. I'm not going to say anything. I don't want to give anything away. Wow, what a match. What a match to end that on, guys. That was crazy. Crazy. Really well done from Hibernation. The team 6-9. Good job, guys. And that will be it for me. I've overstayed my welcome. My voice is hoarse, and it's time to go back to bed for me. Although maybe I'll get some coffee or something. Who knows? Take a shower. Alright, but I don't know who will win, Desmond says. Man, what a match to end that on. Alright, so PYS 3 coming up in 2 days for Asia, and I don't know if I'll be streaming North America. I was planning to, but we'll see. I am pretty tired from today. But yeah, thank you for all the support, guys. Thanks for the views. Thanks for the comments and all that. Appreciate it. It makes it feel worth while my time to do this. Yeah, I'm nothing else to say. I mean, I can't even do like a pub battle or anything to end that on. That was a crazy match to go out on. So thank you for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next one. Hey, join my Discord server. Check out my Twitch. Check my stuff out, maybe. A plug at the end. But anyways, that'll be it. All right, take care, guys, and have a great day.